Hello, my friends. Electric Uncle is again with you. So, my dear friends, just a brief introduction of 54 seconds. Our Multitech education platform is launched for a free education to the needy students and especially to provide some material for programming and coding related projects to the students under poverty line. After closing my all business, I just jumped into this free education platform. So, hope you will learn, you will enjoy. So many various subjects are there in this. You can choose anyone. So, let us start. So, my dear friends, please subscribe and share to get it reached to the needy students, as well as must watch the last half part of this video as I am showing the practical of this. So let us start. So my dear friends, actually when I was working in the solar field, I have an experience of 350 megawatt. So many people ask me, sir, how we can use our old inverter as a solar inverter, because they were being asked to provide the solar inverter with the solar system new. So I just installed their old inverter and get it working as a solar inverter. So this is a big problem the people they are facing, where they should throw their old inverter. So, and this project is also a very good project as a DIY project for school students. They can make, they can submit, and very economical. So today I will explain everything, and in the next part, second part, you will see the practically how you can make it so based on the connection diagram you will find in the description. So I will start with the connections now. Suppose this is our inverter, the old inverter at home. So what I will do, just I will make the blocks and tell you. I divided it in 4 parts. One part this for output 220 volt. This is from the battery. This is charge controller to the battery. And here the input supply of 220 volts. So my dear friends, this I am making a dubbing in English, so maybe the lips and my voice will not match sometime, so I am sorry for that, but at least the English speaking guys, they can learn out of it. So above one is 220 volt supplied input and this is output of 220 volt supply, what we receive at the time of CD supply failure. So now this 220 volt is coming to this block, and from here it goes direct to this 4th block, you can say the output, through a NC contact of a relay, normally close contact of the relay. When there is supply 220 volt, it goes direct outside from this relay and keep charging at that time the battery also. This is neutral, direct, phase is coming from the relay contact, normally close. When the supply is there, CD supply, relay got energized and it keeps supplying the outside, because we have to connect it on the light load. We cannot connect it on the heavy loads. As usual, your inverters work. They are normally connected on light load, not AC and this and that. Now, this 220 volt, instead of giving supply direct, also it will give supply to battery also. Keep charging the battery. This is the charge controller and 12 volt supply is coming here. Step down transformer is used, and this 12 volt DC goes to battery. Like this, we will connect a battery, positive, negative. So 12 volt is fed from the inverter to this battery. As you might have seen in your house, there is a battery and inverter is charging it. But in case supply got failed, what will happen? These battery connections are also going to this one part of this inverter. Positive, negative both, 12 volt. And this part, what it will do, again it will convert this 12 volt to 220 volts. As the supply got failed, so the relay contact will open, and the normally open contact will close, and from this part 220 volt it will go to the relay contact. The previous one got open and this contact will close. This is neutral direct. We can take it, connect it to the output, and from here the supply goes to the relay contact. It is closed now, as 220 volt is not there. The relay operates on that 220 volts. When not 220, relay contact will change itself, and the supply will start going from that side. It is clear in the description. In the description there is a diagram you will find, and this circuit will be very clearly. Just make a printout and proceed. Go ahead with your connection works. Now this 220 volt is going there in case of supply failure. Now what we can do? We can take these 2 points, positive, negative, and we can charge these batteries also from solar in parallel to 220 volt. Battery will get 12 volt from solar also. This is the solar charge controller. It controls when the battery is full, it will cut off. So this supply is going to the battery from the solar charge controller, and this solar charge controller is getting supply from our solar panel of 12 volt as they say, but normally open circuit voltage is 16 volt of this panel. So this solar supply is going to solar charge controller, it is going to the battery. Now if the 220 volt is there, solar is there, both will keep charging it. But our main purpose is to get it charged from the solar only, not from the 220 volt supply we are getting. Otherwise it will not be economical. If 220 volt keep charging and solar is there, so it is wastage. So now to avoid that 220 volt, we have to do some exercise manually. What we will do? We will put a switch in between solar and the battery on the positive line. Right? Now, if switch is open, the 220 volt will not give supply to the battery. Keep the switch off during daytime. So all the solar energy will be used to charge the battery. Only solar will charge. But what will happen in case our 220 volt get failed? It is stopped. Thus it is supply 220 volt. So how we will get the supply from the inverter to our light load? So what we will do? We will put on that switch. If we will put on that switch, battery will start giving supply and goes here, then to relay, and then to our light load. Right? If in daytime it happens so. So we will put it on that switch in case of supply failure in daytime. When supply comes, just put it off again. So everything will be in order like that. So from here, now we will make it on. 220 volt is there. In case of failure, it goes. So this is a very simple thing. So let us see practical now. What I do, I was having these two panels at my home, small panels of different sizes, 3 watt each and 6 volt. So I make it in series and make 12 volts and 6 watt. And this is the solar charge controller. You see, it is showing solar voltage 17.1 they are giving. And now I put this battery, which normally we also used to put with the inverter. Same battery you can say. And I am connecting it with the solar charger, and solar wire is going outside. I put the solar panels outside for the light, and the light will start them to giving voltage. You see the voltage is coming when I put it. So it will give 17. This is the connection diagram. You can see 2 wires are going to solar, red and black. 2 wires are going to battery, red and black. And 2 wires will come from the inverter to the battery in parallel. From charge controller this side, and from the inverter there is a charge controller inside. From there it will come to the battery. So we can check the voltage. Now as battery is connected, it will give an average voltage, the charging voltage. And now I will see there is a USB port in my charge controller, and I will show you how it charges the mobile also. This is only at the moment solar connections are made. You see my mobile has started charging with this USB port. So buy this type of charge controller. Now let us see. This is my some old inverter, 150 watt, 12 volt, and I use this battery sometimes for my domestic uses. Keep it charged with this inverter, and now the connections are to the battery going from the inverter also. But you see, I give a switch, the charge controller to battery, and this is going to solar. And from the inverter, I have given normally 220 volt supply they used to give. So there is a 220 volt supply. You will see. I have put it. Charge controller, battery, switch, and this is the light load, which I have put temporary. Suppose this is our light load of our home. Okay, so this I have connected to the inverter. As normal, your normal inverter, it works like that. From inverter goes to light load. 220 volt is given to the inverter. For battery, 2 wires used to come outside. So in between I have put a switch. This is all the combination, inverter and battery. Normally at your home, what we have done, just put one switch, one charge controller and a solar. Nothing more we did. And now I will show you that how it will work with solar. In daytime, if supply got fail, what will happen? Battery and the solar both will start supplying when we put on the switch to inverter, from inverter to our light load. So normally it should be put off in daytime if 220 volt city supply is there. Otherwise what will happen? City supply will also charge the battery and the solar will also charge the battery. So our solar is wasted. Now you see, this is normal. I have put the 220 volt cable. Now this city supply 220 volt, it is working and our light is on now. Now this should be kept off if the 220 supply is there. So now the lamp is working from the inverter, first position, and second position will be, I will put off the 220 volt supply and the lamp will stop working because our switch is in off position. So if I will put this switch on, the lamp will get the supply from battery through inverter. You see, it will start glowing. So it is like that. This is the phenomena. Battery is, I put it on, city supply is not there. Now it is glowing through our battery. So I think the circuit diagram is the best solution. If you will see that, it is the best solution for these connections. But practically it is like that. Now it is working on the battery. If suppose I put on the city supply, it will keep working. But we should put it off, the switch, because city supply again it will start charging battery. Solar will go in vain. You see, now city supply is there, I put it off so that city supply should not be used for the battery. We have to use solar maximum, and this is all done by the switch. Switch is very important. Okay. So you see how we used a normal domestic inverter as a solar inverter with the help of a switch only. Auto system, if we will do, it will give trouble. I have tried it so and it is very easy and it is very economical. Even the school students, as a DIY project, they can submit it to their school also. It is very cheap, not so costly. So, gentlemen, this is all for today. Please go to description and find out my drawing, the diagram of this project, and as per the diagram, make the connections, and the capacity you can choose as per your domestic inverter. If you have 1 kilowatt inverter, you choose 1 kilowatt panel and same battery. So try it. And in the last, I will request only to subscribe this panel and share it so that it should reach to the needy students. Thanks a lot.